What's up, y'all? It's Flying Squirrel. So today we are going to be ranking fighters with the best, most underrated resumes in the UFC. And this is going to be active fighters right now. I got this idea because I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw this video where it was like, oh, Brock Lesnar, he's overrated. His record is only 5-3. And then it said, but Brock Lesnar's average fight, and it showed all of the people that he fought, and it was like Frank Mir, Randy Couture, Shane Carwin, Cain Velasquez, Alistair Overeem, Mark Hunt. It's like, yeah, of course he was 5-3. That's still good. He was fighting the freaking Beast Titan every other week. It made me wonder, who are the people now in the UFC who have resumes like that? Resumes that you're just like, dude, he might have an average record, but look at who he fought. Okay, so there's some people on here who are awesome, but we're going to have a range because there's some people who I think are a little overrated and they have good records, but you look at who they fought and it's kind of like, you know, they fought the neighborhood mailman. So let's get started. Now, Neil Magny is someone who's fought everyone. I'm going to put him here on B, and then we're going to look at his record and decide. All right, so Neil Magny, Carlos Prates, Michael Morales, Mike Malott, Ian Gary, Phil Rowe, Gilbert Burns, Daniel Rodriguez, Shavkat Rachmanov, Max Griffin, Jeff Neal, Michael Chiesa, Robbie Lawler, Li Jingliang, Ponzinibbio, Carlos Condit, golly, Rafael Dos Anjos, Johnny Hendricks, golly, Hector Lombard, Kelvin Gastelum, Damian Maia. Okay. All right, we're going to put him in the A tier. Low-key a S tier guy. See, he's got the volume. It just sticks around for a long time. You end up fighting everybody. But I feel like there's people who might have a better resume than him. Let's keep going. So we got Peter Yan. Once again, we're going to put him in B. Look at his resume. Peter Yan, Davison Figueiredo, Song Yadong, Merab Dvalishvili, Sean O'Malley, Aljamain Sterling, Corey Sandhagen, Aljamain Sterling again, Jose Aldo, Uriah Faber, John Dodson, Jimmy Rivera. Okay. See, now this is a little Magomedov. And again, they just be making up names, huh? I don't know. They either be making up names in Dagestan or not making up names. Because why does everyone name Magomedov, Khabib, Nurmagomedov, whatever? We're talking about the resume, not about how they have 7 names in Russia. So this is like all champs right here. Let's see how many champs he has. Dodson was never champ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. He's fought 6 champs. Yeah, he's an A tier. And he's definitely above Kenny Okoye over here. Next, Mike Chandler. He definitely has a goated resume. Paddy Pimblett, Charles Oliveira for sure, Dustin Poirier, Tony Ferguson, Justin Gaethje, Charles Oliveira again, Dan Hooker, Benson Henderson, Pitbull, Sidney Outlaw. Don't know who these guys are. I watch UFC, not this other thing. Okay. Yeah, so we'll keep him in B tier. I think he's fought a lot of legends, but not a lot of champs. Like Poirier is technically a champ, Charles Oliveira is a champ, and then Pitbull, Henderson are technically champs. So yeah, we'll put him in B. All right, here's another guy, Anthony Smith. I think this guy has a very underrated resume. So Anthony Smith, bro, he's another one who just stuck around for long enough.
I'm leaving here with something.
All right, Dominic Reyes, Roman Dolidze, Victor Petruno, Khalil Roundtree, Ryan Spann, Johnny Walker, Magomed. Okay, finally a champ, huh? Ryan Spann, Jimmy Crute, Devin Clark, Alexander Rakic, Glover Teixeira, Gustafsson, John Jones, Wisdomir, Hua, Evans. Okay, now we're getting in there. Thiago Santos, Hector Lombard. And then it starts slowing down over here. It starts slowing down. Dude, I feel like Anthony Smith he hasn't fought legends, but he's fought people who fought legends. I know the guy who knows the guy, so I'm invited, right? I don't think so, Anthony Smith. I think you're a B. You might be. I'm gonna put you C tier. Even though you did fight John Jones and you fought a couple champs, but yeah, it's really just volume. I'm gonna put you down here. Next. All right, this is an interesting one. Brian Ortega. Where do y'all think Brian Ortega would land if we evaluate his resume?
I'm glad you asked.
So he's fought Diego Lopez, Yair Rodriguez, Volk, Korean Zombie, Max Holloway, Frankie Edgar, Cub Swanson, Renato Moicano, Clay Guida, and then it slows down. Okay, this is a really nice resume. He's only lost to champs and emo rock stars, or both. And he's fought he's fought 3 champs. I put him up there, man. I'll keep him in B tier. Kenny Okoye has a few more notable names than Brian Ortega. He's fought more. He fights like the boogeyman, and he fights for the belt. You know, that's the difference. I'm gonna put him up here. Put Brian Ortega up here. Okay. Next. Now here's A. I'm going to just put him already. I'm going to put him down here. Kevin Holland. Now, Kevin Holland has fought everyone, but he also is guilty of fighting the pizza man. So, maybe I might be wrong. Gunnar Nelson, Reiner de Ritter, technically a champion, right? Roman Dolidze, Michael Olejniczak, Michael Page, MVP, Jack Della Maddalena, Chiesa, Ponzinibbio, Stephen Thompson, Hamzat. This one gets you a lot of credit. Fighting Hamzat. Tim Means, Alex Oliveira, Kyle Dawkins, Vittori, Brunson, Joaquin Buckley. That's aging pretty well. Anthony Hernandez, Brendan Allen. These are aging pretty well. Mearshart. Everyone has fought him. Thiago Santos. Yeah, I'm going to put him in C tier below because I don't think he's fought any champs. Does he have any champs on here? No champs. Only people who have fought for the belt, but not one. So yeah, I'm going to keep him at C. He's fought everybody, but he hasn't fought everybody, you know? Now, here's someone who has fought everybody. Every possible person in his weight class. I'm going to throw him in A.
I'm coming.
Just off the bat. Now let's look at his resume. Yuri Prochaska. Wait, personal life of Yuri Prochaska? I'm curious. Bushido. Supporter of... They just threw a bunch of letters together. What is this? FCZBROJK. It looks like a word scramble. What is this? Bruno? Do they have... What language is this? I'm sorry. Never mind.
What is that?
Football hooliganism. All right, let me get out of here. Let's look. Let's stay on track. Jamal Hill, champ. Alex Pereira, champ. Rocket, title challenger. Pereira, champ. Glover, champ. Dominic Reyes, challenger. Wisdomir, challenger. And then, who are these people? Ryzen. Okay. Yeah, he has a goated resume. And his only losses are to Poatan and Mohamed Lawal. I don't know who that is. Got knocked out. Yikes. Okay. He's a goated resume. We're going to put him up here. Has he fought better people than Peter Yan? I'm going to put him a little... He can stay behind Peter Yan. Another underrated one you don't think about. You don't think about how many people Bryce Mitchell has fought, okay? Let's check him out. Bryce Mitchell. Okay, so Gene Silva, Crone Gracie. These two are low-key legends. Not belts, but legends. Legend only because of his name. Legend because, well, legend in the making. Josh Emmett, Dan Ige, Ilia Topuria, that's a good name. Edson Barboza is a good name. Philly is an okay name. And then it dies off. Okay. It dies off down here. Who the heck are these people? Okay. This is next door neighbor, you know. Yeah, literally. Memphis, Tennessee. This is next door neighbor. Just getting in fights in parking lots. I'm sorry. I don't know what I thought, but I think he put him right here. Next. Here's a guy. I'm really starting to like Dan Ige a lot more, especially after his last performance. So Dan Ige, Sean Woodson, Lerone Murphy, Diego Lopez, Andre Philly, Bryce Mitchell, Nate Landwehr, Damon Jackson, Movsar Evloev, Josh Emmett, Korean Zombie, Calvin Cater, Gavin Tucker, Edson Barboza. Yeah, he has a better resume than Bryce Mitchell. I don't even know why I put Bryce Mitchell on this thing. Bryce Mitchell, low-key, I'm put you down here, man. You haven't fought enough blonde-haired, blue-eyed, pure-blooded Germans to get into the top tiers, man. You didn't even make the third tier. Vulcan Wisdomir. This is a guy, I don't like his face. I know that's irrelevant to everything. I just wanted to say that. So, who has he fought? Carlos Oberg, Johnny Walker, Bogdan Guskov, Nikita Krylov, Paul Craig, Ankalaev, Yuri, Rakic, Ilya, I do not know how to say that, Dominic Reyes, Anthony Smith, Daniel Cormier, Jimmy Manuel, Oven St. Preux, and I don't know what that is. So he's got a good mix. Daniel Cormier is a really good name. Yuri is a good name, and Magomed Ankalaev is a good name. The rest of them, we could live without him. He's fought a few champs. So I'm going to put him above Holland. Anthony Smith is only in there because he's lion-hearted. Not lion-hearted in fights, but lion-hearted in his career. And he doesn't retire. That's really the lion heart until he's lying on a stretcher. Next. Now, let me put my boy up here already. Merab Devalis, already, bro. You already know, bro. Already. Look at that big smile. Look at that big smile. Yeah. We're going to look at your resume, bro. Then fought 25 champions. Umar. So he knocked off a Nurmagomedov. A champ. Okay. Okay. It really falls off. Like, he fights a bunch of, neighborhood tough guys, and then it's just champ. So we'll keep him in A tier. Yeah, he definitely deserves A tier. And the fact that he's beaten him. All right, next. Here's another guy, A tier, Max Holloway. Daily reminder that Max Holloway's real name is Jerome. So happy Black History Month to him. Anyways, Max Holloway, goated. So one of these people needs to have an S tier. It might be Max. Ilia Topuria, Justin Gaethje, Korean Zombie, Arnold Allen, Volk, Yair, Cater, Volk, Frankie Edgar, Dustin Poirier, Brian Ortega, Jose Aldo twice, Anthony Pettis, Ricardo Lamas, Jeremy Stevens. Who the heck is that guy? Charles Oliveira, Cub Swanson. Okay. Cole Mira, Akira, Andre Philly. Dude, how old is Andre Philly, bro? Conor McGregor, it keeps going. Conor McGregor. Dustin Poirier, it keeps going, bro. It keeps going. He's our first S tier. Max Holloway is our first S tier. The amount of champs, the amount of Hall of Famers that he's fought, the amount of contenders he's fought, and the amount of just good fights. Max Holloway is our first S tier. And he might be our only. Just kidding. We got some more. Next, let's look at Shawn Strickland. I'll fight anybody. I don't care. I'll fight him. Who cares? Yeah, let's see. Let's see if he will actually fight anybody. So he fought Dricus twice. Paulo Costa, Izzy. So that's a good little list. Imavov, this guy who doesn't even have a link, but at one point he was a very scary prospect for some reason, just because of his name. Once again, figure out some new names. Jared Cannonier, Alex Pereira, Jack Hermanson, Uriah Hall. Another one of these, just like
what is that?
The letters, bro. Like just button mashing on the letters. Brendan Allen, Jack Marshman. These people can't be real, bro. Jack Marshman, and then Glasgow, Jotko, Kursklinov, Jotko, Jack Marshman, NPC Magomedov, Court McGee, Elizu Zaleski de los Santos. Elizu Zaleski, is he European or is he Brazilian? Zaleski, okay. Chevy Camaro, Tom Windy Day, Zabriz, Alex Garcia, Igor Araju, Ponzinibbio, Bubba McDaniel. Okay, bro. Y'all got to quit playing with me now. Bubba McDaniel. Okay. We're just going to give him a grade. We'll keep him there, bro. That just really, I just got a headache reading all those names. Let's go to our next one. Aljo. Now, Aljo's another one of these guys. He's fought a lot of champs. Mavzar, Cater, Sean O'Malley, Henry Cejudo, TJ Dillashaw, Peter Yan twice, Corey Sandhagen, Pedro Munoz, Rivera. Okay. B tier? Y'all think he's B tier? He's fought a lot of champs. I think we put him up here. Who has a better resume, him or Ortega? Oh, definitely Aljo. So let's put him like that. Now, Dustin Poirier, he's S tier, guys. Dustin Poirier is definitely an S tier. I should end the video right here with Dustin. Let's end the video right here with Dustin to just show him how you do it. This is how you freaking do it, all right? You want to build a resume? You better have your resume ready and a strong, firm handshake, and your resume should look like this. Islam Makhachev, Benoit Saint-Denis, Justin Gaethje, Michael Chandler, Charles Oliveira, Conor McGregor, Dan Hooker, Khabib Nurmagomedov, Max Holloway, Eddie Alvarez, Justin Gaethje again, Anthony Pettis, Eddie Alvarez, Jim Miller, Michael Johnson, Bobby Green, Joseph Duffy, and then Conor McGregor. Oh, right when we thought it was slowing down, Cub Swanson, goodness gracious, Jung Shang, Korean Zombie, Max Holloway. Lord have mercy. And then it finally cools down. That, ladies and gentlemen, is an S tier. I don't know which one of these guys has the better resume. I think it's interchangeable. This guy, he fought Conor twice. He fought Conor 3 times, and that's what gives him the edge on this guy. Who knows? I say these guys are interchangeable. This was a really cool list to make. Let me know what you guys think. Who is the most underrated resume in the UFC? If you like what you watched, like. If you want to subscribe. If not, that's all good. Y'all have a nice day. Peace.